Hi, Alan Stratton from As Wood Turns. My brother came to visit us, and he had a particular agenda in mind in the visit. He brought a piece of wood and wanted to make a people feeder from that piece of wood. Well, first we have to address the wood. It had a lot of character. I can see what attracted him to it. It was a piece of big leaf maple that he pulled out of the firewood pile. This is part of its remnant. It was a knot that seemed to be overgrown. So the first task was to address the wood. Is there a people feeder inside that wood? Well, there wasn't. Not in my opinion. And maybe there's a bowl. I'll have to let you be the judge of whether that should have been stayed as firewood or whether it is there as a work of art or a bowl. Let me know what you think of this firewood transforming into a bowl.
My brother helped with this project. We first smoothed one side of the wood with a chainsaw, then found what we hoped was the center and mounted the wood on a screw chuck. However, from the shape of the wood, I knew it was going to be a tough job rounding it, and that pretty knob was not going to survive. So, after protecting the lathe with a piece of scrap OSB, I cut several inches off with an electric chainsaw. From the inside, that pretty knob turned out to be a nasty rotted branch. I'm glad to have sawn it off rather than tool it off. Now to tackle the remaining wood. I want to cut from the bottom up to maximize side grain cutting. I'm using a large bowl gouge. It is tough going. Somehow the wood kept shrinking smaller and smaller as we tried to find what could become a solid rim to a bowl. And as we cut into the bottom, that branch was more and more rotten and eventually left a void through the bottom area. No way was this going to hold chocolate candy. Do we give up now and throw it back into the firewood pile? We kept going, but with less and less hope that we could get anything at all from this wood. It had so much character to begin with. Where is it now? I am a glutton for punishment, so I kept going and cut a mounting tenon on the bottom and tried to put a reasonable shape to the exterior. We're ready to reverse the wood. My brother is ready to quit and toss the wood into the nearest fire. I would usually sand at this point. Not this time. Straight from the gouge will be good enough. With the wood reversed, I hollowed out the interior. That branch is more and more visible as a problem. I would normally sand the inside now. Not this time. I'm ready to again reverse the bowl. I want to reverse it against a wood faceplate, but there is no wood at the bottom center for the live center. You guessed it, that rotten branch has left a void where I would need to place the live center. Plan B is to use my do-it-yourself coal jaws. However, I have to swap jaws on my chuck body and adjust all the retaining knobs. I'm spending way too much time on this piece of firewood. With the bowl mounted to the coal jaws, I trim back the bottom. No sanding this one. I will have to be straight from the gouge. I debated whether to sign it or not. In the end, I decided it had enough character and lessons learned to sign it. Definitely, I spent too much time not to sign it. Afterwards, off the lathe, it grew on me more, and my brother took it home. He'll apply oil and put it somewhere. I'll have to check on it next time I go to visit him. That's all for this rough maple bowl. Please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe on my website, and tell your friends. Please wear your full face shield. You'll thank me later. I'm Alan Stratton from As Wood Turns. Come back next week for a new wood turning video.